Hello dear students, this is Hasina Islam, lecturer, Department of English, Tongi Government College, Gazipur. This lecture is for the students of Honours Second Year. I think you all are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. So this is the second lecture on Ode on Melancholy. In my previous lecture, I have started John Keats. And in my previous lecture, I have given you information regarding John Keats. Today, we will enjoy a very nice poem by John Keats, and the poem is Ode on Melancholy. First of all, you have to listen to this poem very carefully. And before starting this poem, I would like to give you information regarding this poem, and I think this will be very helpful for you. First of all, the source of this poem. What is the source of this poem? Everyone, please listen to me very carefully, and you will try to write down on your copy. Okay, try to have a note of all this information. Okay, so the source of this poem is Keats was actually inspired to write the poem by Beaumont, Milton, and Barton. Actually, at the time Keats wrote this poem, he was reading Barton's Anatomy of Melancholy, and this is the source of this poem. Okay, so what is the theme of this poem? The theme of this poem, the poem Ode on Melancholy is the habitual alternation of joys and sorrows, and that there is pain in joy and joy in pain. Okay, so this is the main theme, that is sorrows and pain and joy. All these are the alternative form of life. Okay, so pain is joy and joy in pain. This is the main theme. So what is melancholy? Melancholy is a delicate feeling, not it is not the grief caused by death or disaster. It is a delicate feeling actually. Okay, so another important information regarding this poem, that is you have to know Lethe is an underground river. Okay, so this is an underground river known as the river of forgetfulness, because by drinking from the water of this river, the spirits of the dead obtain forgetfulness. This is an underground river. Okay. Then Proserpine. He was an earthly goddess. Pluto, the king of underworld, fell in love with her and abducted her while she was picking flowers on the plain around Eton in Sicily. At the time, he was abducted by Pluto. So then another thing, that is you will get all this all these thing in the poem, and you I think you should know all this information, and this will be very easier for you to find out the meaning of this poem. Okay, so rosary is a string of beads by which the devout count their prayers. Okay, so our devout counts their prayers with a rosary. Okay, so another thing, that is shroud, a piece of cloth that a dead person's body is wrapped with. Okay, this is a piece of cloth, and a dead person's body is wrapped with this type of cloth before it is buried. And it also refers to a thing that covers surrounds or hides something. So this term is related to this poem. And how it is related? Keats compares the showers of April rain to a shroud. That's why it is compared with showers of April. Okay, and Keats here says that a shroud hides an object from our view. Okay, it hides the dead body. And similarly, the showers of April rain dims the bright and beautiful object of nature. So Keats compares the showers of April to a shroud. Okay, so these are the important information you have to know before reading this poem. And we have also another important information I'm going to discuss. After that, we'll listen to this poem very carefully. Okay, then then another important thing here, according to Keats, what is the source of melancholy? He thinks that everything that is beautiful and joyful is the source of melancholy. So everything beautiful and joyful, you will get the source of melancholy there. Okay, so Keats thinks that this is the source of melancholy. Okay, and another thing Keats here mentioned, that true melancholy, where true melancholy found. According to Keats, true melancholy is found in everything that is beautiful and joyful, such as morning rose, the colors of the sand wave, and the rainbow. All these things you will get melancholy. Okay, so all these things, all these objects are also the source of melancholy. Okay, what is peony? Peony is a garden plant with large, round, white, pink or red flowers. It is a type of flowers, and he mentions all these things to indicate poisonous objects. That's why he mentioned all these things. Okay, peony, this is a garden plant with large, round and white, pink color or red flowers, with this type of flowers. Okay, and Keats also thinks that melancholy deals with beauty. So beauty and melancholy are the inseparable part. They deal with actually melancholy deals with beauty. Okay, then here he also mentions shrine. Why he mentions here that is shrine? What is shrine? Shrine is a place where people come to worship, because it is connected with a holy person or event. We know it, isn't it? So he here said that he thinks that the melancholy shrine, if you want to find out the shrine of melancholy, you can easily find it, where the melancholy shrine is to be found in the very temple of delight. Where you will get delight, of course you will get the another part, the opposite part. Where you will get joy, of course you will get the opposite part, that is melancholy, you will get there. And he also he thinks that melancholy and delight are inseparable. In the temple of delight, melancholy hides her face under a veil. So in the temple of delight, you will get also the face of melancholy there. Okay, so these are the information regarding this poem. Now I'm going to play the poem for you. Of course, you have to listen to this poem very carefully. After that, I will give you a short summary of this poem, and then I will try to give you a detailed analysis of this poem. So everyone, please get ready to listen to this poem very carefully.
Ode to Psyche. No, go not to Lethe. Neither twist wolfsbane tight-rooted for its poisonous wine, nor suffer thy pale forehead to be kissed by nightshade, ruby grape of Proserpine. Make not your rosary of yew berries, nor let the beetle nor the death moth be your mournful Psyche, nor the downy owl a partner in your sorrow's mysteries. For shade to shade will come too drowsily and drown the wakeful anguish of the soul. But when the melancholy fit shall fall sudden from heaven like a weeping cloud, that fosters the droop-headed flowers all, and hides the green hill in an April shroud, then glut thy sorrow on a morning rose, or on the rainbow of the salt sand-wave, or on the wealth of globed peonies. Or if thy mistress some rich anger shows, imprison her soft hand, and let her rave, and feed deep, deep upon her peerless eyes. She dwells with beauty, beauty that must die, and joy whose hand is ever at his lips bidding adieu, and aching pleasure nigh turning to poison while the bee-mouth sips. Aye, in the very temple of delight, veiled melancholy has her sovereign shrine, though seen of none save him whose strenuous tongue can burst joy's grape against his palate fine. His soul shall taste the sadness of her might, and be among her cloudy trophies hung.
So dear students, I think you all have enjoyed this poem. So you will try to read out this poem in taking help from your book, your textbook, and other sources. And now I'm going to I want to give you a summary of this poem. In my next lecture, I will give you a short summary of this poem, and a detailed analysis of this poem. And everyone, please, practice all these things and try to, try to take preparation, because after the situation being normal, of course you have to sit for the exam, and of course you have to take the preparation for your exam. And in the next class I will discuss on I will discuss the summary and the analysis of this poem. Until then, everyone, please be safe, and thank you. Have a nice day.